I honestly feel like Brook is one of the most slept on members of the crew. Even though he's not the strongest crewmate we have, I think he's about to be one of the most important characters in the story. But for me to expand on this, I gotta give you guys the spoiler alert up to chapter 1150. If you're not caught up, then scroll on. So in 1150, this happened. And we're all very focused on this moment because it was absolutely insane. But we really need to lock in on what happened just moments before it. Just before Imu took over Gunko's body, Gunko was having a moment. After Colin started screaming for his father, Gunko seemed to have some kind of flashback with a man in a silhouette that looks a lot like our boy Brook. And she specifically calls it a memory. That's important. It's not just a vision, it's not just flashes, it's a memory. And she immediately springs into action, dashing towards Brook, even saying his name questioningly. So at the bare minimum, based on this panel right here, we can assume that she's been relatively brainwashed. It seems like she has some memories that have been specifically repressed by Imu or whatever Imu does with these abyss marks. And with what we saw Imu say in this most recent chapter, it's an exchange of a bit of your life so you can get this uncanny power. Which seems to tell me that whenever you enter into a contract with Imu, you tend to lose some amount of your memories or who you are as a person. And that's obviously shown with Dori and Bragi immediately going crazy the moment they become demons. They are bending to Imu's will immediately, and without question. So to some degree or another, this contract is suppressing the actual will that you have within yourself. We already know that Haki is the clear antithesis of devil fruit powers. They cancel each other out. So what is the antithesis of devil demon powers? Humanity. Feeling strong emotion, and most specifically the emotion of love. I know I've seen some people talking about how love is going to be the way to defeat Imu, and after these last two chapters, I'm really thinking it is. Because if this was enough to start snapping Gunko out of whatever trance she's been in, it's very possible that when Brook actually does directly interact with this version of Gunko / Imu, it will start to bring the original Gunko back up to the surface. And that will be how we disconnect Imu from Gunko's body. And if that's not it, at this point, I really don't know what is. These people are immortal, they are twice as strong as everybody else on the field, seemingly. They're able to turn everybody around them into devils, and then that seems to be contagious. So at this point, I'm genuinely thinking the only way to bring these people back from the abyss is to have them feel genuine human emotion. And the humming swordsman himself will be the catalyst of it all. Honestly, now that I think about it, maybe it could simply be Brook's music that does it. What if we just play a little bit of the Soul King's music and that brings Gunko right back? But then again, what if we just need the drums of liberation to wake everybody up? Could it be as simple as Luffy just going Gear 5? Oh my god, it's time for another video. Oh yeah, if you want more long-form theory crafting content over the most recent chapter, it's right here on the red play button app. If you want uncut versions of the reactions, it's right there. If you want to cook some theories up with me and the homies, that's right there.